Hi everyone, Jerome here from LivingLifeLite.com. Welcome. Today we're going to talk about how to reduce body fat and free yourself from dieting. Now, if you want to learn more about how to live your best life and thrive, make sure you hit that subscribe bell below to stay tuned for future videos. Losing body fat can be a bit tricky. I remember when I first started my healthy living journey, I was mystified at how I could effectively lose weight and keep it off. All around me, people seemed to be just shoving mass amounts of junk food in their mouths and not gaining any sort of weight. And I, on the other hand, would look at something that was not healthy and instantly gain weight. So after years of overeating and binge eating, I finally took action and saw a nutritionist. And by seeing her, we were able to come up with a whole minimally processed diet that with foods that I actually liked eating, and I was able to maintain eating these foods for the long term. If you are struggling with losing body fat, the first step you should definitely take is to create a diet filled with whole minimally processed food. This ensures that you're not eating lots of sugar and bad fats and artificial ingredients. This in itself will help you lose massive amounts of body fat in a relatively short period of time. Another great way to lose body fat without having a strict diet is to practice an intermittent fasting protocol. In a lot of my videos, I speak of the awesome benefits that the 16-8 method of fasting has. When you practice the 16-8 protocol, you simply skip breakfast each day. By delaying your first meal for a few hours, you allow your body to remain in its fastest state. After about the 12-hour mark, your body depletes itself of all glucose stores. The next step for energy your body takes is to burn off its fat stores. 1 pound of fat has 3,500 calories available for you. So by skipping your first meal, you're definitely not starving yourself in any sort of way. You allow your body to remain in its fastest state, burn more fat, and over time this compounds. And you will see a progression of more and more fat loss. And this is exactly what you want without going to a diet of eating little bits of food or restricting yourself from whole foods that you absolutely love eating. You can start this 16-8 protocol easily by simply skipping breakfast. A great example of this is if you stop eating about 8 or 9 p.m. the night before, you simply start eating around 12 or 1 the following day. This ensures that you have 16 hours of your body being in the fastest state. Once you create your diet of whole minimally processed foods and you implement the 16-8 fasting protocol, you also need a great exercise regimen in place to blast off unwanted body fat. A great way to do this is to practice high-intensity interval training. By practicing HIIT, which is an acronym for high intensity interval training, you permit your body to burn off even more fat faster. When you practice HIIT, instead of going on long runs or boring compound movements at the gym, you simply combine both methods of working out and maximize body fat loss. A great example of this is going to a spin class or a boot camp. In these sorts of classes, you are taught to practice vigorous movements for a brief amount of time, around a minute or two, and then a brief rest period, and then repeating this process over and over. By practicing explosive movements, you allow to become revved up and more apt to burn body fat even after you're done working out. To maximize the benefits of your whole minimally processed diet and an intermittent fasting protocol, practicing a exercise routine like HIIT will definitely guarantee you long-term results. If you don't have access to classes like spin or boot camp, you can also, in your own home, by just having a yoga mat, a towel, and a bottle of water, you can do intervals of jumping jacks, push-ups. So try it out for yourself. Consider signing up for a spin or boot camp class, or simply going to your favorite fitness YouTuber and looking up HIIT exercises. By doing this, you have no excuse to maintain a consistent workout regimen. I personally have noticed just by jumping around in my living room a bit, it has been extremely effective in a steady decrease of body fat over time. If you're interested in learning more about how to reduce body fat properly, I have a blog post and a link in the description below. In the blog post, there's a body fat calculator that you can see what range you want to be in. Keep in mind that if you're in the higher levels of body fat, you will definitely lose body fat fast initially. But as you get closer to your desired range, body fat loss will be a bit harder. And this is actually great because you can fine tune your methods and have the best, leanest body possible. That's all for now. Don't forget to hit that subscribe bell, and I'll see you in the next video.